Welcome to Mind Mastery Trainers Training Webinar, Mastering the Mind, Mind Control and Conquering Yourself, and you can unleash the hidden potentials of unlimited power from within you. There's a vast untapped power within you that you can unleash by using mind reprogramming. There's a huge treasure house within you. Actually, we are not using it at all. You can see almost all the human inventions, whatever you see across the globe, it has come out of the thought of somebody, and thought become things. From the thought, from nothing, you can create anything. Your mind can create anything, whatever you want. The building what you stay, the office where you work, it has come out of the thought of somebody. The mobile phone you use, it has come out of the thought of somebody. Every instrument, every inventions, the TV, everything has come out of the thought of somebody. You have the unlimited power to create anything you want. If you visualize perfectly in your subconscious mind, you can create it. The tallest building in the globe, the Burj Khalifa, has come out of the thought of somebody. You know it. Even the biggest aircraft has come out of the thought of somebody. Even from the smallest aircraft to the biggest aircraft, even the rocket and satellites, everything has come out of the thought of people. And you have the God potential within you. You can create the kind of the world what you want to live in. You can create buildings, you can create circumstances, you can create events, you can create anything, and that is an infinite potentiality within you. And you can unleash that potentiality by using the mind power. The biggest hydroelectric project, Three Gorges. It's a sea, it's an ocean on mountain. It's in China, it's a new one. It has come out of the thought of somebody. And man has got the immense capacity to create anything. So if you think and visualize and conceive, and your mind has got that potentiality, and mind power speaks about creating the world and whatever you want. Even the biggest and largest nuclear energy plant has come out of the thought of somebody. And the finest movies in the Hollywood and Bollywood, it has all come out of the thought of some people. So you have the capacity to think, and you have the capacity to create, and thought become things, and you can create things. And mind power is about how to make things out of the thought. And if you are able to think about one thing thousands of times and millions of times, and you are able to create that, and that's a science of mind power. From the thought of certain leaders, there are nations emerged out of the thoughts. Singapore was a very poor country, but from the thought of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, the nation emerged. It has become a modern nation. From the thought of Sukarno, Indonesia has become a unified country. From the thought of Mr. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Pakistan emerged. And from the thought of General Mustafa al-Kamal, modern Turkey emerged. Similarly, many nations in Asia, Africa and South America, many nations emerged out of thoughts of the leaders. So you can create anything, whatever you want out of your thought. The technique is that if you are able to think on only one thing for so many times, millions of times, and thought is the highest form of energy, and that energy can create anything, whatever you want. So you can create your own world. You are the author of your own future. With your thought, you can create your future. And how to create your future, how to plan your future with your thoughts. how to reprogram your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind has got very limited power, maybe 10% of the power, and 90% of the power is with the subconscious mind. And how to harness and utilize the power of the subconscious mind, that is what the mind power what we use, and how to use that power that is being trained in this trainers training program. Your conscious power has got the powers to think and control the thoughts and identifying opportunities and judging, selection and decision making and so many powers. But it has got only 10% of the powers. 90% of the power, the bulk of the power is with the subconscious mind. And most of the people are not utilizing the power of the subconscious mind at all. Your subconscious mind has unlimited powers. You are using your subconscious mind for dreaming. All emotions are with your subconscious mind. All healing powers are your subconscious mind. All your immune system, it's working with your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind help you to grow your body. Even your subconscious mind can control the death. Even there are so many stories, and people aspire for living longer. Inner urge, they lived longer. Even after the terminal illness, they lived years together. And there are unlimited wisdom in the subconscious mind. And even the mental clock, if you want to get up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the early morning, you set the alarm clock. And before that alarm, you get up. And how it is possible? Your subconscious mind will wake you up. Your conscious mind is just like a captain, and your subconscious mind is just like the crew members, and your body is just like a ship. And where the captain decided to go, captain communicates, but the crew members, they are not able to understand. For example, the captain is a French captain. He communicates to the crew members, and all the crew members are the Chinese crew members. They are not able to understand, and they are going in the opposite direction. There's a communication gap. That's what happening. There's only 1% of the people, they succeed in the life. What is the reason for that? Only 1% of the people, they have huge wealth and power, and they have success, and they have everything, whatever they want in their life. And what is the reason for that? And 99% of the people, they study hard, but still they are working hard, but ordinary people. What is the reason for that? This 1% of the people, they know the language of the subconscious mind. The language of the subconscious mind is the images, and they see in the images. They are able to see a car for months together, years together. Somewhere other way, they are able to buy that. And if they are able to see a job, somewhere other way, they are able to get it. And if they are able to see, they are into some business, they are into some position, they are able to have it. And they are seeing, they are able to marry, they are having position. And whatever they visualize, they conceive mentally. If they are able to conceive it mentally, they are able to have it. But 99% of people, they are predominantly conscious people. They are using conscious mind. They are not able to much of the things in their life. We can see rank holders and people with higher grades. They are ordinary people. They are working for companies. But whereas the company owners, they may not be having great grades, but ordinary people with the dreams, imagination, visualization. And what is the power driving them to achieve more? Their imagination and visualization. And imagination and the visualization are the power of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is just like a garden. It's prepared for planting anything. If you sow the seeds of corn, the corn will grow there. If you sow the seeds of barley, it will grow there. Or wheat, it will grow there. And sugar cane, it will grow there. Or mango, out of the seed, after years, you can get thousands and thousands of mango. But if you plant the hemlock, the most poisonous tree on earth, after some time, you can see hemlock around in that garden. If you consume a leaf out of that person will die. It's the most poisonous tree. And similarly, and whatever you plant in your subconscious mind, the kind of images, the picture, and that's going to happen. It's going to be the seed, and seed about the future and what you're going to have. That's going to happen in your life. So, if you are able to consistently feed in your subconscious mind the positive images, but before that you have to reprogram, you have to weed out all existing contaminations. Patanjali speaks of contaminations in our subconscious mind, and mind has to be crystal clear. It's just like a mineral water. If it is contaminated, we cannot see inside the mind, otherwise we can see the inside the mind. So the contaminations like anger, jealous, and lot of negative emotions accumulated from the past events. And if you are able to cleanse all the negative emotions from the subconscious mind, once you are able to cleanse it by doing reprogramming, you have to clean the garden, then you are able to plant it. Once it grows, then you can have a great harvest. And if you carefully choose sowing the seeds, you can have the greatest harvest. That is about mind power training. So during mind power training, what we do, we take the people, they are not just blank sheets of paper. They have so many events from early childhood up to now. And whatever happened, negative emotions, contaminations, so many contaminations happen from early childhood onwards. We have to remove one by one again. That may take maybe 3 months. It will be 3 months program. 2 days we have to teach them how to remove all the contaminations from their mind. And they have to do it for 3 months by doing 20 minutes meditations every day. They have to go into the subconscious mind every day, morning and evening, before sleep and after sleep. When they are able to cleanse it from the subconscious mind, when their mind is free, then the field is ready for cultivation. Then they can plant the finest seed, finest dream, finest images. There are different 10 methods in reprogramming. By planning, visualizing, affirmation, and so many methods are there. So once they conceive it, once they conceive about a huge house, a good business, a good marriage, a perfect relationship, large profit, or a growth in the business, or promotions, or happy life, or healthy life, or lot of money in the bank, or whatever you want, that you can create with your mind. If the people can create aeroplanes, huge dams, skyscrapers, huge buildings, bridges, or anything, you can create your own fortunes with your mind. And your mind has got that potentiality. And with this training, we are training the trainers how to make people prepare for achieving whatever they want in their life. And before training people, we want to make our trainers to get rid of all these problems and solve all their problems. And they have to be the achievers. They have to be perfect. They have to show their success. They have to demonstrate their success. Then only they can train people. So it is our responsibility. People who come to us, we have to discuss with them. We have to give them 12 days thorough training. It's a residential program. During that program, there will be one-to-one interaction in a group program, and they have to take classes, and it will be videographed, and appropriate corrections will be made. Then appropriate marketing strategy will be taught. Then perfect international standard grooming will be done, and an international standard will be set. So international quality material will be provided. So they can speak in any platform, nationally or internationally. Then we will create a network of trainers, national and international level. So, and we will initiate a marketing startup. So whatever referrals coming from their area, that will be handed over to them. So it will be a synergy. All the people, they market each other. It's a collective marketing synergy. So each and every one working together, then it will be a huge force. So everyone will have business and training, and they will be working together. So it's going to have a huge network of mind trainers. So it is for changing the thoughts of the nation, growth of the family, and whatever we are not learning the educational institution, we are going to provide. Actually, education institution is missing one of the most important aspect, the mind. Mind is everything. And if your mind is strong, we can achieve many things. But educational institution is not teaching much about it. So it is supplementary and complementary to what we are learning from the education system. So this training, every schools need it, every teachers need it, every private companies need it, every sales organization need it, public sector need it, private sector need it, private companies need it, social organization need it. The market is so huge. The potentialities are so huge. The income potentiality for the trainers is also huge. So you can venture into a new profession, and the training maybe is a weekend, it's Sunday and Saturday. We can give from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and 2 days training. It can change people, their future. It's not like other motivational training. And there are people continuously coming, repeatedly coming, and they want to change. There are results, and the result is scientifically proven. It's all what all we learning in this one, including the meditation. It's not like a religious meditation, it's a scientific meditation. Each and every aspect what we learned here, it's all we can prove in scientific methodologies. Our mind is like a camera. From early childhood, from the 0 age itself, whatever we see, whatever we hear, all through the 5 senses, it is going to the hard disk. It's there. And from that, our mind develops. All contaminations created, we absorbed from and around the environment and the surroundings. It is all there, and that creates our mind. That contaminations, that is reflecting in our life. So if you want to change your future, you have to cleanse the hard disk. Whatever there is in the hard disk, that is their software. Your software is in the hard disk. Your body is the hardware, and your mind is the software. And in the hard disk, where the software is running, if it is working against you, you have to cleanse it. You have to change it. You have to reprogram it. You cannot delete it entirely. So you have to reprogram with mind power methods. So there's a vast potential of reprogramming, changing unwanted impressions, unwanted attitudes, unwanted emotions, which is working against you, against your future, against your growth, against whatever you want. Then you have to delete it. So there are methods and techniques that you can learn it, you can remove it, you can release it, you can induct, you can install new software, new system, and it will help you in rebuilding positive aspect, positive attitude, positive achievement in your life. You can have better wealth and better health, and you can have better relationship and success and more courage and better confidence, and you can have a regular inspiration, and you can have acceptance everywhere by reprogramming your subconscious mind. And suppose if you are using 20% of your abilities by reprogramming, you can increasingly use your abilities up to 80% or 90% or even 100%. And your happy time, for example, for so many people, their happy time may be 10% or 20%. I have asked many people, what is your percent the happiness time? By reprogram your subconscious mind, you can enhance your happy time maybe to 80% or 60% or 90% and whatever time you want. Once if you are able to reprogram it, you can change your entire life forever and ever. There are different kind of human potential trainers like soft skill trainers, life skill trainers, personal coaches, and foremost is mind power trainers. And the trainers can have the privilege of satisfying all 7 human hungers. And hungers like number 1, survival hunger or the food hunger. Number 2, the pleasure hunger. Number 3, the power hunger or the money hunger. And number 4, the relationship or the love hunger. Number 5, the creativity or the appreciation hunger. Number 6, the legacy or the fame hunger. Number 7, the spirituality or the contribution hunger. Trainers can have all these hungers can fully be satisfied. So being a trainer is something very important for the society. It's a huge contribution for the society at large. And we can change people, and we can create fame, we can create legacy, we can create huge appreciation and huge relationship and love. At the same time, a professional trainer can create a lot of money. Like for example, I do give training. For 2 days mind training is naturally 8,000 rupees per person. Maybe for event organizer, when they organize 100 people, maybe 120 or 200 people will be there. And for a beginner, they can charge something like 3,000 or 4,000. You can just count 3,000 into 30 people when they attend for a program. How much is it? It's all a weekend program. Naturally, Saturday or Sunday, a weekend program. Anybody employed or a part-time basis or a full-time basis or amateur or as a hobby or as a contribution to the society, whatever way you think, you can create money as a good profession. At the same time, your contribution to the society, your legacy, you will be remembered for very longer period, and you can have huge appreciation and people will love you, and at the same time and a lot of money. There are a lot of people in our country, they speak very nicely, very impressive speakers. I have came across very impressive speakers. The only problem what I have seen, they lack international standard content. They don't have much of the research. They don't have people to assist them. They lack global exposure. And what Lifeline by this training is giving, the global exposure, the well-researched content, a global standard content, and with the scientific evidences, even for the medical community, anywhere in the world, they can show this with the concrete evidences what mind power training can do for them. It's all validated data, crystal clear. Result, we can show the result. When you have the medicine, you can have the result next day. And similarly, when you apply the principles of mind power, you can have the results. And based on the result, you can claim, you can show the people. And this is what I can do. And this is completely different from other kind of motivational training. And motivational training is just like a person having whiskey today. And tomorrow morning or next day, he may not have much of the content in his body. And mind power training, actually it is into the subconscious mind. And it's going to be permanent. It is coming from inside. Once it is programmed well inside, it's going to be very well inside. It's going to be there for longer period, maybe decades. So it's spontaneous, it is natural. So the impact will be longer period. The trainer's opportunity in India is huge. The potentiality is so huge. There are requirements, large requirements in schools, and even teachers training, and students training, and engineering colleges, professional colleges, business schools, business organizations, sales organizations, private companies, government organizations, social organizations, and there are large opportunities. It's untapped, and the country is badly in need of trainers, trained trainers. What Lifeline is giving a huge platform. We are giving a standardization. We are giving international quality material, ready to use presentations, even a digital library. A trainer's material itself is 800 GB material we are giving for each trainees. It's a kit, and trainer's training kit, and for the students kit, all the supplementary materials, and even for the marketing techniques also. We provide them how to market the training. That's one of the most important area. And even the standard grooming, and each and every trainee delegates, we group them to the international standard so that they should perform at the international level in each of their platform. That's our commitment. And in addition to that, Lifeline will always market globally as well as nationally. And people who are able to at least deliver 24 lectures, they can give the details. Then we will enroll them as associate trainers. Then the appropriate contacts will be given to them. Then they can be the associate trainers of Lifeline. They can facilitate whatever training coming across in that area. In Lifeline, actually the requirements we are not able to fulfill 10% of the inquiries coming these days. Huge demand for the training from the social organizations, government, and even public sector, sales organizations, even schools and various organizations. So the trainers, after the training, they have to practice certain days, and we give follow-ups. After the follow-up, they will be a well-trained person and well-qualified person to give a training, a full satisfaction of the people who are attending their training. This Mind Power Trainers training program we are going to have in God's own country in Cochin, in a beautiful 5-star hotel for 12 days, totally a residential program. This is to make a world-class professional trainers. After that, we want to create a network of trainers across the country. There are huge demand for trainers. There's a huge opportunity for trainers in India. The demand from the schools, even for the teachers and the students, business organizations, even business schools, public sector and private sector, and social organizations. Actually, the training, the need is so huge, but the adequate trainers are not available in this country. Within this 12 days training, Lifeline is providing each and every participants with a standard kit. It contains 800 GB international quality training materials and ready to use presentations and video supports and thorough training on training marketing, how to market the training itself, and even personal grooming and how to groom at the international standard. All this program will be done through multi-sensory accelerated learning technologies will be used, and each candidates will be given sufficient practical training with the video coverage for the correction of their own movements and activities. We have excellent, impressive speakers all around the country, but the problem is that they lack global standard researched material and exposure to the global materials. What Lifeline is doing, we do in-depth research and we provide materials and exposure and standardization in training. And without training, any trainer can perform in the global standard. That's we provide in this trainers training program. Cost of the problem is very small. The cost of the problem is the cost what they spend for the training for the 12 days. But the cost of the solution is huge, because they can solve the entire problem, their personal problems. The problem is going to come in the future, and the problems of the people around them, and the problem of their trainees. That is for years together. As long as they being a trainer, they can solve the problem for so many people, and they can contribute to the entire society, and that is a solution they are going to provide. So comparing to the cost of the solution and the cost of the cost of the problem is very meager. The difference between other human potential training, motivational training, and the mind power training is that mind power training is reprogramming the subconscious mind for a longer period, and the effect will be forever and ever. Whereas the motivational training, somebody got motivation from a training, it is just like having whiskey for a person for a day, and the effect will be fade away after a certain time. So once we are able to reprogram somebody's subconscious mind, the effect we can have from the internal urge, it will come out. So Reprogramming the subconscious mind is a technique we have to learn in the mind power training. Almost all the trainers speak about law of attraction. It's a fact. We attract circumstances, events, people with our dominant thoughts and emotions and self-talk and visualization. So that think intensely and frequently about success and you will get it. But there's a problem. And if your internal software, you are always with anger and resentment and blame and grief, then desperation and guilt and shame, and what you are going to attract are the same thing. The predominant emotions and thought what you have. To work law of attraction, you have to cleanse your subconscious mind. That's the reason many people read a lot of stuff about law of attraction, but they claim that it's not working for them. The reason, they have not cleansed the subconscious mind. They could not remove the negative emotions from the subconscious mind. And in our mind power training program, we cleanse and we remove all the negative programs, negative emotions from the subconscious mind. And that's the basic steps for mind programming. Then if we start law of attraction, then you can attract positive results. And every day, the kind of marriage you want, the kind of child you want, the kind of car you want, the kind of house you want, the kind of job you want, the kind of business you want, and whatever you want. And before that, only thing you have to cleanse the negative emotions, the emotional guidance system within yourself. There are average 60,000 thoughts in a day is going through our mind. If you are able to think at least 20,000 thoughts about the things what you want to have, if you can give visual image of what you want to have, you can have it. So after cleansing the mind and removing the unwanted programs, if you think consistently on one thing and regularly, you are going to have it. You can think about it consistently for months together, years together. You are going to hold onto it. You will be having it. You will be owning it. So by using mind power, you can have everything, whatever you want. We can create it, and together we can make it. All the best.